I'm not even sure I started to make any videos on this. I just jumped into it and been plugging along ever since, trying to change all 4 sway bars on this Kia because it had some bumps every time it went over something. So I put I can't see much. I put one back there, got those on finally, and put the tires back on. Thing I came across is I did get one off because it's a little nut, a nut there on the inside, which kind of is a 17 millimeter, but not. And the new one's kind of a 16, but not. And at any rate, can't get hold of that very easily and actually break loose that main nut. So this is what I ran into on a couple, is I had to actually grind the whole bolt right out. Grind it out. So I did that one. This side here, I just finished putting the new one on right there to there. And these are much tighter, much stiffer, much nicer. The older ones had a lot of play to them, and I'm pretty sure were the reason that they were like clunk every time I go over something. I don't really think it was that the struts or anything like that. So I'm going to do those first because they were relatively inexpensive, about 60 bucks for all of them. But the pain is not being able to get that bolt off. They're really on there tight, and you have to be able to get this wrench on the inside here on this little tiny flange, which is actually kind of semi-buried inside a little bit, and I can't, or in here a little bit, I can't hook onto it. So I grinded the heck out of this one, which of course I got down to the metal a couple times. So I'm going to throw some rust paint over the top of that and reattach this one, and hopefully I'll be done. Once that's done, then I can go eventually get to my leaky valve cover gasket. And I sure can't wait to get that part done. I did brakes and everything in the past. They work like they're great, stop on a dime. Never changed the struts, but maybe in the future, if I still can't get rid of the clunks, I will progress to that. So that's it. So I'm getting ready to put these back on. On the back side, they both face outward, so it's not too bad. If you can get hold of everything, you can at least get an impact on it to pull the nut off or put the new one on. But this one, you can't get either side on the front. When I looked up the Kia procedure for it, they had me taking off the tie rod, they had me taking off the whole subframe, dropping the sway bar because the sway bar bolts up inside of the subframe, and it was a major job just to be able to change these links. So I said, no, that's not happening. So I worked around it, I'm getting it done, and that's where I'm at. 2006 Kia Sportage sway bar link replacement.